Hello there, Cancer. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your reading for the Virgo full moon of 2020. Thank you so much for joining me. It's great to have you back. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to visit. And if you are brand new to the channel, thank you so much and welcome. Always glad to have new folks check out what I'm doing, and I hope that you enjoyed the reading on this video. If you have not yet done so, I do invite you to reach out and hit that subscribe button to join the dragon family. Also, give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know that you enjoyed this content. First, a few quick notes before we get started that this is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single Cancer out there, but if the messages do resonate with you, they are meant for you. If they don't resonate with you, kick them on out to another Cancer that they are meant for. This will mostly correspond with Cancer's Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, and all Cancer cross-watchers are welcome to join in as well. If you would like any information about a personal reading, or making a donation to the channel, or checking out the links to the card decks that I use in my readings, all of that information is always down there in the description box for you. So let's go ahead and get started, Cancer. So the Virgo full moon is upon us. That does happen on March 9th at 12:47 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Virgo is the sign that's all about clearing, cleansing, detoxing, purging, releasing, healing our bodies, organizing our home or workspace, and anything that is around us that needs to be brought into order. So you being a lunar ruled sign, ruled by the moon yourself, our full moon motions are always extra important for you, because Cancer, that is your special planet or special luminary. So this is going to activate your universal third house. That's where that full moon will be placed for all Cancers. And so that really, to me, brings up communication, because it is a Gemini house. Virgo is also ruled by Mercury as well as Gemini, so it doubles up that Mercury in influence for you. And so, also keep in mind that we have had a Mercury retrograde. It does end the same day that full moon comes into play. So I like that, and it's very significant to me that, full moon arrives, culmination of a lot of emotional energy, and then Mercury finally moves direct, and our communication starts to flow better and easier going forward after that. That Mercury retrograde was mostly in Pisces with a touch of Aquarius, so that is a fellow water sign. I absolutely believe that it would have been impacting you a great deal, and you needing to do a lot of review, a lot of going back, through your emotions, through your mind. This is also something that to me could bring up a lot of healing around communication, because Virgo is a healing sign. It is about, well-being and taking good care of yourself. So any kind of communications that got messy or difficult during this Mercury retrograde season, I would absolutely think that, as we come up to Mercury direct, full moon and Virgo on the same day, we're going to be getting some really great communication healing coming into play for you, Cancer. This is a very intense time because there's a lot of planets in Capricorn all playing out in your 7th house of relationships and interactions with other people. So don't be surprised. Right now, it's just a very intense time for Cancers when it comes to that area of life. So let's go ahead and dig into your cards. I'm going to pull a theme card for you, and then we'll be doing 2 moon-based decks and also getting into some tarot for some advice. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising sign of Cancer as we read for them the Virgo full moon of 2020. Please protect them as well as me throughout this reading and bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. Ooh, Cancer. So this is a period of miracles. That is what this Virgo full moon symbolizes and signifies for you. This is about unexpected good luck. These are about, things that you thought maybe could never happen, finally working out. So look at that there. That's a beautiful card. I love the art on these cards as well. So yeah, be looking out for that as we go through this Virgo full moon and into the next 30 days, because the full moon to full moon cycles do work those, patterns out, are usually kind of 30 days to 30 days. So we'll be doing a past, present, future lineup for this reading. We're going to be seeing what's come through for this last full moon cycle, which was the Leo full moon. Then we're going to be looking where you are presently in the Virgo full moon energy, and then the future going forward for the 30 days after that Virgo full moon. Okay, so Cancer. Right now, this is the immediate energy going out, and this is the disseminating moon, so that actually works really, really well for you, that is, kind of on the waning, on what's releasing, saying take time to breathe out. So Cancer, if you've been going through a whole lot over this last 30-day cycle, that's really telling you, take some time, take a break. Don't work yourself too hard right now, because you have done a whole lot of inner work, and you do need a little period of rest and reflection at this point. And it is very much about personal boundaries. That is a big part of it, because this last 30 days or so, you could have really felt, let me get the camera into focus. Let's see. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So you can see that, the personal boundaries, the bubble surrounding her, and it's getting fuzzy again. I don't know what's going on with my camera. I swear, it's the Mercury retrograde, right? It's messing with the electronics too. But that is part of what you're releasing, part of why you need to heal, because you've had a feeling of like people kind of stepping on you, or maybe, crossing the line on your personal boundaries. And so now it's time for you to sort of give yourself a little time just to build that back up, and just protect yourself and shield yourself a little bit. So going into the immediate present, here we are. This is what the Virgo full moon is bringing forward. Like I said, Capricorn is a big player right now. There's 4 planets in that sign, and those are all affecting your universal relationship house. So you've been doing a lot of hard work in relationships, or relationships have really been pretty challenging for a lot of Cancers. Not all, but this is a general, but a lot of Cancers have really definitely been going through a lot of hard times when it comes to relationships, not just love, but friendships, partnerships, family, all of that. But this right now is saying that your hard work is paying off. This is new moon energy in Capricorn coming through. So it does say don't give up, because Capricorn is a very persistent, consistent, determined, hardworking sign. On top of that, we have the waxing crescent of realization. Oh, this is a beautiful card. So to me, this is a feeling of, things finally being realized, finally being manifested, or at least the beginnings of that coming into view, because these are kind of signifying of a new moon, of a waxing, building moon. So it's kind of like, maybe even if it's not there quite yet, it's definitely getting there, and you should not give up on your forward progress. So Cancer, your own energy comes in here in the future, going 30 days out from this full moon in Virgo. We have the full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. So a lot of these things, a lot of these challenges that have been going on with your relationship life and back and forth, that is coming into a resolution, or at least reaching a point of understanding. And so on top of that card, we have this waning crescent, which is about surrender. It's about let go and let God, let go and let spirit. Absolutely, turning loose of your need to control the outcome, or to figure out, how to make it work. It's like you can't figure out everything that's going on with everyone you know. All you can work on is yourself. And so that's very much about just releasing and letting the process work out, doing the work that is in front of you as you go forward. So let's move Mr. Dragon over here. I'm going to pull some tarot. We're going to get you some advice on how to manifest all of this. So, Cancer, the first card that comes up in the immediate past is that Four of Wands. And you know what's so funny is I don't usually read reversals. Some readers do, some don't. I personally do not, because I can always kind of read, you know, the flip side of either way that can be read. But this actually came out reversed, which is kind of unusual. It might have got shuffled in wrong, but it came out reversed. So I'm just going to say that, you know, if this is more on that reversal, this kind of says something could have been or maybe is out of balance with a soulmate, soul partner, or there's some kind of feeling that, you know, your balance within your home environment is not quite where you want it to be. And so it's like it came out this way, so you want to turn it upside. You know, you want to turn it the right way up, Cancer, because that Four of Wands is a very beautiful card of happiness, harmony, soul connections. Many times people read that as a twin flame card because of the Four Wands, you know, looking like an 11-11 next to each other. So that's just a note on that as well. But to me, this is a time that you're really going within, especially this last 30 days. You really focused on, you know, pulling within. And now it's like, you're thinking, wow, I really want to get things balanced with me and my loved ones very, very strongly going forward. Yes, an Ace of Feathers, Ace of Swords, mental clarity, you know, going forward, because, and I love that the fact that the symbol, the animal symbol on this card is a goat, because there's so much goaty Capricorn energy affecting us and definitely affecting you very strongly right now, Cancer. There could be even a significant Capricorn or Capricorn in your own chart that comes into factor here. But this Ace of Swords is all about mental clarity. It is all about, you know, cutting through the confusion. And a lot of that confusion came in during the Mercury retrograde. So going forward from March 9th, I guarantee you things will start to get a lot clearer. Going into the immediate present, here you are. This is a time of balance. This is a time of making sure that the give and take is an equal measure. If you've been feeling like I've just been giving to everyone else, this is saying start putting into your own investment. Start putting, you know, into your own well-being, because there's a lot of new things right here on the horizon as this Virgo full moon is being born. It's really very strong for new energy and, you know, just rebuilding something and creating great new foundations for yourself. And awakening, look at this, renewal, enlightenment. And so there you go, on top of that, there it is, everything coming to, you know, fruition, rebirth, new energy being called out. This is like the great awakening after death, because this is the same as that judgment. So it's like everything's awakening, everything's coming back to birth. And so going into the immediate future, we have the Knight of Cups coming through, Cancer. So this could be a relationship starting to gain in momentum. You could be moving forward to somebody. They could be moving forward to you with an emotional offer. You really do have to vet that a little bit, because if, you know, if that resonates with you and that is what's happening through that card, then yeah, make sure that it's a solid offer, because sometimes that Knight of Cups can be, you know, that really attractive, you know, lover boy, lover girl, right? Who's kind of like, they're really appealing, but they aren't always the most stable choice. But sometimes it is. So let's pull and see what clarifies that Knight of Cups. So the Emperor comes across, which is very bold, Very strong Aries energy, I will say. So maybe there's an Aries that's going to come up to you and be like, hey there, Cancer. That's really up to you. I personally don't like Aries and Cancer as a match because they do square each other and it can be quite challenging. But, you know, this could also just be, if they're not an Aries or they're not a fire sign, this could just be someone that's a very strong, very leadership oriented, and you kind of have to make a choice if that's a good match for you. And if it doesn't have to do with a relationship, Cancer, this could just be you, you know, moving forward, because the Knight of Cups is your own energy and you are moving forward into that leadership role going forward in your own life. So let's pull up a magical Making Magic card. That's what it is, the Making Magic card. We're going to see a last bit of affirmation for you. Ooh, that one wanted to flip right out, so let's pull it. It's the Philosopher's Stone, and there is the symbol. You can either write that down or draw that in a journal, meditate with it for the full moon. Powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing universal energy. So there is, to me, a lot of manifestation opportunity here and potential, because we are moving forward into a lot of earthy energy at this time. So Cancer, these are the messages that you have coming forward. Hope you have a beautiful full moon in Virgo, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.